Guerrilla Games is watching every step of you, but it's for the best. Yes, really. I'll explain why in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit the like button. If your console is connected to the internet, then Guerrilla Games will be watching every step you take in Horizon Zero Dawn. Don't worry though, they will not only follow you as a player or laugh at the bad players during launch. No, they collect data of the millions of players, potentially around the 3 million right now, 4 million. Game sold 2.6 million in 2 weeks. It's now 5 weeks later, so Sony is probably making bank, but it's totally deserved anyway. It's actually really interesting stuff, as you see right here. This is from the Horizon Zero Dawn panel that was aired as a live stream. This was following the documentary of Horizon Zero Dawn in the Netherlands. Anyway, you can't rewatch the live stream sadly, but I recorded it. Here Angie Smets, producer on Horizon, and Herman Hulst, managing director of Guerrilla Games, shared info on the development of the game. Yes, this is the same panel that showed the bigger map of Horizon Zero Dawn that you also see right here. Of course, made a video about that, going way more in depth, so if you want to see that, look it up on the channel. Anyway, let's look at this version of the map. This is where players on the map went to. Red means a super crowded spot, and you also see like spots without any green dots, and that's where people never went to. Players did not know that you could go there, so this data from a playtest, I will get back on that, but it gives you a good idea of what it looks like. With this info, Guerrilla Games sees that, oh, we need to make sure that players know that you can indeed go over this mountain, etc. So it will help them with development. It also shows that some people have gone out of the map, like over here, and I think that this is Ben-Yur, so a lot of people were like, what the heck is this road going to? Went there, and with this info, Guerrilla Games can be like, okay, we don't want players to go there, so let's put an invincible wall there, for example. They already did it with some recent patches, put invincible walls to areas they don't want you to visit. Here we see it as well, and what the producer Angie noted is that players went over the river because the crest marker didn't keep that in mind, that there was also a river there. So yeah, a lot of people were swimming, but that was not really what Guerrilla Games wanted. So then they know, okay, let's make sure that the quest marker points to the road so that people go there and not swim over the river. This one is also interesting. This one is regarding the traders. As you know, across the land there are multiple merchants that you can visit to upgrade your weapons or buy resources. But with this test, they kind of wanted to see what the good places for these shopkeepers were. Are they easy to find, or will people know where to find them? The green dots are for merchants that playtesters found, and the red ones were not visited at all. So then Guerrilla Games can be like, okay, maybe this was not a great location for this shopkeeper, let's put it somewhere else, or let's remove it altogether, something like that. All the maps we see right here with the data are from playtests. This was from around the 8 months before the release, where playtesters had to play the game for 4 days straight and had all their gameplay recorded so that Guerrilla Games could analyze it and see what was wrong or what was working and stuff like that. Also interesting is that testers began 8 months before the release, like I said, which pretty long in my opinion, again showing that Guerrilla Games is working pretty far ahead. Speaking of that, the motion capture picture from Hannah Hoekstra that I discussed in my other video has been taken down. It's deleted. Hannah Hoekstra is of course the face of Aloy, and she posted a picture on Instagram of her in a motion capture suit recording the Horizon Zero Dawn footage. You see it right here, but now the photo on the internet is gone. Oh, just like the photo from the other motion capture girl you see right here on the picture, this is Charlie. She had a picture of Aloy, aka Hannah Hoekstra, at Guerrilla Games, and that is also not on her Instagram anymore, which is pretty interesting stuff indeed. But back to the data collection, Guerrilla Games is probably not the only one doing this, like the only developer looking at players, what they do, and learning from that. Online games do it all the time, but now with the infrastructure of the new consoles and them being connected to the internet all the time, it's just easier for developers of offline single player only games to get data and then analyze that to in the end improve the game. It's still an interesting process that I wanted to share, but there is way more. What about how machines were made, or the facts about the recently released documentary of Horizon Zero Dawn? I will go more in depth in that in another video, so be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on everything Horizon. Like the video if you did. I will speak to you next time, and check out that video about the bigger map. It's really interesting. I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.